Now coming to the second problem. So what it says, a body moving with the initial velocity of 50 meter per second now decelerates to 0 meter per second in 12 seconds. Now initial velocity is 50 meter per second. The final velocity is 0 meter per second, which takes 12 seconds. Yeah. Now you have to calculate the deceleration and distance traveled before reaching a velocity of 0 meter per second. Now it is very simple. So now this is a body or a particle which is having an initial velocity of 50 meter per second. Now thereafter the velocity decreases to reach 0 meter per final velocity of 0 meter per second. In how many seconds? 12 seconds. So now you are asked to calculate what is the deceleration as well as how much distance it travels, how much is the displacement or the distance traveled to reach from 50 to 0 meter per second. Now for that we will be using the first basic equation, v is equal to u plus at. Now the final velocity, which is 0 meter per second, the initial which is told as 50 meter per second, plus so acceleration, the deceleration which you have to calculate, and the time interval told is 12 seconds. So now substituting all of this, now check how much will be the acceleration you will be getting. So it will be minus 50 by 12. So you will be getting as 4.167 minus 4.167 meter per second square. Now if you look here, we will be getting what is that? Minus here. Your acceleration, that has to be the deceleration which you are getting minus. Why? There will be decrease in the velocity. The rate of change of velocity is decreasing. That is why you will be getting deceleration, that is negative acceleration, which is minus 4.167 meter per second square. And also you are asked to calculate what is the displacement. Now for the displacement you will be using expression S is equal to ut plus half at square. So now yes, again u is 50 meters and time interval told to is 12 seconds plus 1 by 2. Yeah, now you have to be careful here. Now since this is a negative this negative acceleration or deceleration, the rate of change of velocity is decreasing. This has to be taken as minus, which I'll substitute as minus 4.167 into time interval is again 12 seconds. You can quickly cross check this. 600 minus, approximately you will be getting somewhere around, this will be 300 approximately, and this will be getting somewhere around 300 meters. Now this becomes the total displacement or distance traveled before reaching a final velocity of 0 meter per second. I hope this problem is clear. With that, we will go with the third problem. The only change is, the difference is what? Since the velocity is decreasing, your acceleration will be negative. The same has to be used in the further expression as well. The negative acceleration or the deceleration same has to be used in the further problems as well. Okay. Yeah, what it says, so directly I'll write down the given data. What it says, so there are 3 telegraph poles along a straight line. There are 3 telegraph poles along a straight line, that is A, B and C, which are 50 meters apart, which are spaced at a distance of 50 meter. Yeah, they are along a straight line and the spacing of each between the 2 poles is 50 meters. Now a car starts much before station A, Yeah. Now car, this is the initial position. This is A, B and this is C. Yeah, now car starting from rest. A car starting from rest, which means u is equal to 0 meter per second, accelerates uniformly, which has to be calculated. Clear? And passes pole A with some velocity and then take 8 seconds to reach, and then take 8 seconds to reach pole B. So from pole A to pole B it takes 8 seconds. See here it takes T is 8 seconds. Then and further 7 seconds to reach pole C. So from pole B to pole C it takes 7 seconds. So with that you have to calculate 7 seconds to reach pole C. So with that you have to calculate the acceleration of the car. velocity of car at A, B and C. You are calculating instantaneous velocity here. Velocity at A, velocity at B and velocity at C. Yeah, and also you have to calculate the distance of pole A from the starting point. So now this distance. Now this was the initial point where the car starts from rest, then reaches pole A. Now this distance from initial point to the pole A also has to be calculated. The distance of pole A from starting or the initial point of the car. This distance, yes, also has to be calculated. I hope this data, given data is clear. So what it says, there are 3 telegraph poles A, B, C which are 50 meters apart along a straight line. Car starts from much earlier to that with the initial position with starts from rest in the sense your initial velocity will be 0 and it takes an uniform acceleration of A, clear, then crosses A. To reach B it will take 8 seconds, then from B to C it will take 7 seconds. Now this is a given data. Now for that you have to calculate what is the acceleration of the car, velocity of car at A, B and C, and distance of pole A from initial point or starting point of the car. Yeah, now what we'll do, we'll try to split up this into different portions. We'll try to solve this entire problem. What is that? Splitting them into different motions, that is considering between A to B and B to C and so on. Yeah, now first what we'll do, we'll consider motion between A to B. Now first we'll be considering motion of the particle between A to B. We'll be considering only this much motion of the particle. Clear? So with that you'll be using an expression. Yeah. Now from here to here we know what is the distance traveled or the displacement, which is 50 meter. Yeah. So now we are using only from A to B. It says yes. We are using S is equal to ut plus half at square. So now from A to B we know the distance is 50 meter. So now u has to be calculated. Now u will be the initial velocity at A. So now we are taking from here to here in the sense this becomes initial velocity, VA becomes initial velocity and VB becomes final velocity. Now here I will be writing it as VA, and from A to B it has taken 8 seconds. So I will be writing into 8 plus 1 by 2 into A has to be calculated into T square is 8 square, which is 64. So when you rewrite this expression you will be getting it as 50 and 8 VA plus 32A. So I'll call this as, say, expression 1. Yeah, 50 is equal to 8VA plus 32A. I'll call this as expression 1. Now considering from A to C. Now we'll consider from A to C. We'll consider only this motion now. So I'll write from A to C. Yeah, now from A to C the total distance is 100 meter and the time taken is how much? 8 here, then 7 here, totally 15 seconds. Now what we are doing, we are considering from A to C the total distance is 50 meters and time taken is 15 seconds. Now when you are considering from here to here, this becomes initial velocity and this becomes final velocity. So again we are using the same expression, S is equal to ut plus half at square. So yeah, from A to C this is 100, the displacement is 100 plus the initial velocity is VA into time taken is 15 seconds plus 1 by 2 acceleration has to be calculated into 15 square, which is 225. So when you simplify you will be getting 15 VA plus 225 by 2, 112.5. Now I'll call this as expression 2. Yeah, did I miss? Yeah, I'll call this as expression 2. So now we have two simultaneous equations, expression 1 and 2. So wherein your variables are VA and A. Now two equations and two unknown variables. So using your calculators, so the value of VA and A can be calculated, which I'll be directly writing the answers. So this is simple. You have two expressions, 1 and 2, and variables are VA and acceleration. So you can use it either using your basics or directly from the calculators. Now directly I'll be writing the solution, you can cross check. So now VA you'll be getting it as 5.77 meter per seconds, and acceleration you'll be getting it as 0.11 meter per second square. So now velocity at A will be 5.77 meter per second and acceleration will be 0.11 meter per second square. So now what we have got now? So VA we have got. So we'll be writing down what are all the data we'll be getting. So now one value we got now. That is 5.77 meter per second and acceleration is 0.11 meter per second square. Now we are left with VB, VC and S. So now again to calculate VB, so we'll consider the motion between A to B again. We'll consider the motion between A to B. So now we are calculating is VB now. So you have to calculate VB. So for that we'll consider motion of the particle from A to B. So for that we'll be using a very basic equation again. V is equal to U plus AT. V is equal to U plus AT. When you consider from A to B, VA becomes initial velocity and VB becomes final velocity. When I am considering from A to B, VA becomes initial and VB becomes final velocity. So now A to B, VB becomes final velocity. So instead of here, so I'll write this as VB. and initial velocity will be velocity at A, which is VA, which I have calculated as 5.77 plus acceleration is 0.11, and from A to B the time taken is 8 seconds. From A to B the time taken is 8 seconds. So with that VB you should be getting it as 6.65 meter per seconds. 6.65 meter per second. Now VB is also known to us. I'll be writing here 6.65 meter per second. So now VB is also known to us. So next is VC. So now for VC what we'll do, you can consider any motion between any two positions. So now here we'll be considering from B to C. You can also consider from A to C. Now we'll consider here from B to C now. So now we are supposed to calculate what? VC. So for VC we'll be considering from B to C. So again we'll be using the same expression. V is equal to U plus AT. So now from here in this expression, from B to C, VB becomes initial velocity and VC becomes final velocity. So now this is final velocity, which is VC, and this is initial velocity. Initial velocity from B to C, VB is the initial velocity, which is already calculated as 6.65 plus acceleration is 0.11 plus time interval from B to C is 7 seconds. So with that VC will be this has to be multiplication. So with that VC will be 7.42 meter per seconds. So now VC is also known to us, 7.42 meter per seconds. VC is also known to us, and only the last data left is now the distance or the displacement from initial position to the pole A. Now so we have to calculate this distance now. So the distance S. So from that is distance S from initial or origin, I'll call it as, this will call it as say origin, from origin to pole A, the distance from origin to pole A. So now for that we'll be using this expression, V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. So from origin here to here, so now this becomes initial velocity, and here this becomes the final velocity. This becomes from origin, the car we have told it is starting from rest, velocity was 0. The initial velocity will be 0. Therefore this term gets cancelled. initial velocity is 0, and we are taking from origin to pole A, in the sense the VA becomes final velocity. So now final velocity will be 5.77. So this will be 5.77 whole square. Now initial velocity at the origin, we have seen it is, since it is starting from rest, we have told it is 0, plus 2 into acceleration is 0.11, and S is the distance we have to calculate. So now S will be whatever, 5.77 square divided by 0.22. So which you should be getting it as somewhere around 147 meters. You can check these calculations. So you'll be getting it as 147 meters.